changed again.
Ah! I didn't ask if anyone wears headbands.
Does anyone wear headbands? What do you guys call headbands in your country?
I'm obsessed with them. Does anyone else? I get these little like side hairs everywhere.
I do too, but I do bobby pins.
It's my physical trademark.
Slash crazy hair is my thing, so my hair's out of place if it's in your face.
You can't tame it. Can't be. You're Miley Cyrus.
She can't be tamed. No, she can't be tamed. She literally cannot be tamed.
Does anyone like that Miley Cyrus song? Underrated Miley Cyrus song, I will say. So, how's it going? We have, because I have not changed my outfit, Sarah's not changed her outfit. We were recording a few videos today, but this is one that has definitely come up that we definitely want to talk about. I want to talk about something first. So if you see the title, we're going to talk about Christen. We're going to talk a few things in the video. The first thing we're going to talk about is the Lionesses coach, Phil Neville, who his contract's going to expire and he's leaving the team. Right now, he's set to stay until 2021, but he is leaving. Some people think they fell short of expectations when they lost in semifinal round in the World Cup. And actually, Sarah and I were watching a documentary about the team with Phil not that long ago. So he's out, and they're looking for his replacement right now. And some people are saying that they think that Jill Ellis could be a good replacement for Phil. From Phil to Jill. That's what they're saying.
From Phil to Jill. Yo, I like that.
So they're saying, obviously, Jill would be a good replacement, A, because she's a winner. She has a proven track record of winning on the highest stage. They're saying that she understands international play.
Yeah.
They're also saying she's from the UK. She's originally from the UK and knows...
Hence the accent.
Exactly. Knows about European culture, knows about European play. She has the pedigree from being in a football family. But some of the things they're saying, they said because she had such a bad result in Brazil and because she didn't meet even all her expectations, that she still might have something to prove. So if she goes to Lionesses, wins, the Olympics or the next World Cup, that will really solidify her as greats.
Best coach, yeah.
So right now it says her base is Florida. So would she even want to go to the UK and have to live there and train? I mean, when you're the head coach, your whole life is football. That's all you eat, breathe, sleep, dream. You don't get, so would she want to take her away from her life in the States for a while to go to the UK to do the coaching?
Good question. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. And we don't know a lot about it necessarily, but I want to see what the people in the comments think. Would you, especially the Lioness fans, would you want to see Jill Ellis, who's a proven winner, would you want to see her? Or do you think, hey, I don't think she's that good? Because people don't think she's that good. People think because they had such great players, that's really what made the team win. I don't know. I'm torn.
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Like, you obviously have to have good players and a good coach.
Some people would actually say that her reign for the United States wasn't as impressive as A, it could have been, or B, that it was it was good but not great. We saw what happened in Brazil. Brazil was disastrous. That was a disastrous result. A little bit. People are also saying that she would want to go over there because Dawn Scott, which was the fitness coach here in the States, she is now, I think, the fitness coach. She's coaching over for the Lionesses. So it's one of the reasons I wanted to bring it up. I want to see what the people from the UK, what they think. Would you guys would want to see Jill Ellis as the head coach over there? Do you think she's a good coach? Do you think she would be a good fit?
Good question.
Because I think in a lot of ways, Jill Ellis has unproven business she wants to say, okay.
Unfinished business.
Unfinished business, exactly. I want to show, I can win with this team. I won with the American. I can win with the English team. I might not have done well in Brazil. The criticism for Phil when he first went is he had never coached women's football, ever.
Yeah.
He was a good one. He was a good men's footballer, but he's never coached women. But we'll see. What do you guys, I want to honestly hear what you guys say, especially the fans from the UK. It's kind of interesting we're talking about Jill Ellis because this is actually going to be a Christen heavy video. And from reports, it said that Christen and Jill kind of weren't on the same page a lot of time. Jill did not give Christen the opportunity to play as much as people honestly Christen deserved to play. And I know that famously when they said something to Sid LaRue, say, hey, do you have anything you want to say about Jill? She goes, nope, not at all. So I think there was players on the team who just did not vibe with Jill, which happens with every manager, every team,
Yes.
It happens. Okay. But what we're going to do today, so I want to hear what you guys think about that. What we're going to do today is a couple things have happened recently. Christen had an interesting statement on her Instagram, and there has been some official confirmation.
About where she lives.
About where she lives. 90% of us know that she's pretty much living in Portland.
Yeah.
There was a clip Laura Harvey talked about it, which could have been definitive. Okay, she lives in Portland because Laura Harvey said going back to Portland.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you remember that? But there has been other confirmation that Christen is in Portland. I'm going to play the clip, and then we're going to kind of talk about it. So this is Rachel Corsie. She is a Scottish player, and she plays for the Royals. The interviewer, which I don't know who the interviewer is, he's asking her, saying, hey, are you in isolation yourself?
Yeah, because they're roommates, right?
Because they're roommates, which I didn't know that either. So they're roommates together. So this is what she has to say about, are you living by yourself?
This is only just the beginning.
Yeah.
Everything. Do you live on your own over there, or do you live with people?
I normally have a flatmate, but she plays for the US national team, Christen, and their camp was slightly longer than ours.
Okay.
So when she got the news that things were in lockdown, she went home. So she's in Portland at the moment, so she hasn't made it here. So I do normally live with someone, but I'm just living on my own just now. So.
Okay. So that brings its own kind of...
Okay. So, which day? She went home to Portland. So...
Yeah, but there you
Yeah,
have
but
it, folks.
there isn't much to talk about. I honestly don't think there's much to talk about.
No.
It's official. She lives in Portland. I don't think she's trying to hide it. Have you ever thought she's trying to hide it? She might not talk about it.
What they're posting lately and what they've been saying and posting. I don't know. I feel like they're being more open.
Yeah, and I don't think they're
Which
trying
is
to hide
fine.
that where she lives, because if she did, I think she would tell people, hey, just don't talk about it. Because if I don't want someone to talk about it, I tell someone, do not talk about this.
Yeah.
This is on the DL. She's just like, whatever.
And like people in Portland, like if I know everyone's in isolation, but if you like walk outside and you have to like go to the grocery store or whatever, it's not like she can hide. It's not like you can hide yourself forever.
Exactly.
You know?
So that was Rachel Corsie. She officially said it, but that would be cute. Like, it's so funny how she goes, yeah, my roommate Christen, she's on the national team. Like, yeah, Christen motherfucking Press.
Well, this guy might not know.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know.
Scottish,
He's
so
Scottish.
he might not know. But I love
you
that.
better know.
It's just so cute how she's just kind of very like, oh yeah, my roommate. Okay, so the other thing we want to talk about in regards to Christen was a post she put on
Or Instagram.
I'm gonna have Sarah read it, and we're just gonna kind of discuss.
If you have a deep aspiration, a goal for your life, then your loving of others is part of this aspiration and not a distraction from it. If you and your partner both want to do things to relive the suffering in this world, then your love for each other is connected to love for others, and it expands exponentially to cover the whole world.
I like that. Beautiful. Yeah, snaps for that.
Snaps for that.
I love that. And that was her saying it.
Was
There's no quotes or
beautiful.
anything. So
That was deep.
obviously the big thing she said, which it doesn't matter, but she did say partner, which in the UK, I wish we were like the UK. Please make it a thing in the United States. When we say partner in the United States, most people mean same-sex relationships.
Yeah.
In the UK, when you say partner, it means same-sex or
This means your husband,
significant
wife,
other.
significant other, whatever.
Please, in the United States, can we adopt that? Don't you agree? It would make it so much easier to just say partner as accepted for gay couples or straight couples.
Yeah, but then I'm so used to it with just being
Gay
gay couples that I would get confused.
Would you?
Everyone's gay.
Or
Some older people that I've worked with, they say my partner, and I'm like,
yeah.
are you or aren't you?
Exactly, because that's the way we're.
But then they go,
we're
oh, my
raised to think
boyfriend or
that.
husband. I'm like, oh, okay.
Or actually, sometimes because me and Sarah had this discussion, when older people, like 50 plus, not older, but 50 plus people sometimes feel silly saying my boyfriend, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
If you're 50 and you say my boy, whether or
I
not.
have a coworker that's like that.
Yeah. If you say partner, so does that mean anything? No, I always wish, but it's interesting she did use that like termage. And then, she just kind of talks about love and being open to love. Is that what you took from this? If both you and your partner both want to do things to relieve the suffering in this world, then your love is for each other, connected to love for others. It expands. If she's posting this Instagram, this makes me think there's a lot of love going on in her apartment right now.
I mean,
That's what makes me
small what it seems like.
Because generally, I always talk about this, when you are posting things on social media, the thing, it's generally what you're feeling at the time. Like if you're sad, you post sad lyrics. If you're happy, you say, if you feel hopeful, you post hopeful lyrics. I truly believe that.
Her and Tobin are doing a lot of reflecting and meditation.
And we've talked about it, but I still agree. So
yeah.
I think that kind of thing, you want to put love. And I think her and Tobin, like, I wish, like, Sarah and I get in these modes sometimes where it's just like, we are so loving with each other, sickeningly loving, and we're like, whoa, let's calm down a little bit.
Yeah, right.
I think her and Tobin are doing a lot of loving.
It says if you have a deep aspirational goal for your life, then you're loving of others. So I think it could be mixing or intertwining soccer with the love of a partner.
Okay.
Like goal in life. Her goal is
to be with Tobin and be a good soccer player.
I don't know.
Interesting. That's very interesting. I did not put that, but you're right. Like,
but who am I to
the love?
Analyze?
It just makes this comment makes me very happy because it makes me feel like things are just going, like they're loving the time they're spending together, right? Like just talking about love so much. And the thing about soccer, I bet they miss soccer a lot. I cannot imagine them not missing soccer a lot.
Well, what if her partner's her love of soccer?
I could see that.
She misses Bay.
Yeah,
Soccer Bay.
I could see her loving that a lot, and I'm glad she, you know, she can post whatever she wants. But I love seeing this insight, and it makes me think that she's in a good space too. What did you guys think of that quote? Are you guys feeling during this time? Are you guys feeling hopeful? Or are you guys feeling more? What's the opposite of hopeful? Down, you know?
Yeah.
Sarah and I go through periods. 1 minute we'll feel very hopeful, and then we'll have a 5-minute period of being like, how long is this gonna last? So weird. Are we gonna go back to normal? Are we ever gonna go grocery shopping again? We have those moments as much as we're enjoying spending time with each other, and we have moments where we're like, whoa, the whole world's changed. And to kind of wrap our head around what it means in the new world.
Yeah, and I know this is bad, but I'm like a germaphobe, and so I'm like scared even if I go outside. Oh, I'm gonna catch something. So I'm a little scared of going outside.
Sarah and I had this conversation yesterday. I said, Sarah, we cannot live our lives like that. We cannot live our lives like that.
I know it's bad. You can't.
We can't be scared. And I even told Sarah, I said, I'm not scared anymore. There was a period I was a little bit scared, and now I cannot be scared. I have to follow the CDC guidelines of when I go out. Other than that, I can't be scared. Luckily, we're not really in high-risk groups necessarily. But I was talking to my dad yesterday. I told him he's kind of in a high-risk group. I said, Dad, I worry about you. I worry about you catching something. I'm not worried about me. But I just think I don't want to live in that world where we're scared. So,
yeah.
But if you have your partner with you and you love something, definitely helps. And I love that quote. You know, we just want to talk about that.
This cuts me off in a really weird way.
I know, I find it look weird too. But we just want to talk about that because it makes me think that Tobin and Christen, they're in good headspace right now based on that. And in your partner, that's an interesting way. I want to adopt that. All the people from the US who watch this video, can we just adopt partner as the term for your significant other?
Go for it. Significant
other is such a thing. I say that a lot. Such a wordy partner.
Well, now I'm wife. That's 4 letters.
Oh, wee. I love it. Questions, comments down below. How are you guys feeling? And does that absolute confirmation that she's in Portland, lives in Portland, does that change anything? Or did we already know? You know, because we always talk about this. We don't want to assume things. Even though Laura Harvey did talk about it once, but I don't know. I liked hearing it directly. Rachel Corsie's such a cutie. How cute was she with those glasses?
Yeah, I like those glasses.
Hottie patani. Okay, questions, comments down below. We'll talk to you guys later.